Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with today's trading action. All right, there's a few things to consider as we go forward. One of the ECB central bank members, she came out and sort of said basically rates should be neutral, not sort of accommodating and all that sort of stuff. So that sent euro a little bit higher. Just shows you how sort of impactful the market is at the moment. And the market is also factoring in a Japanese rate hike, right? Next week and also maybe in January. So just looking at the major currency pairs on the hourly charts, you can see the dollar starting to roll over. And to me, dollar yen is the pair, right? It's the yen and the yen crosses. You've got to be on those. A little bit of mixed reaction there on dollar CAD, but euro starting to go higher. Sterling, Aussie struggling, but most of the dollar block is going up. So the dollar giving us clear signs it's going down just for the moment. Now, this is going to be quite interesting, right? Because we've got Thanksgiving in the US Thursday, and also usually Friday is like a day off. Okay, so you know what? There may be not that much to really stop the US dollar from sliding a bit further, right? Really good conditions to be just sort of keeping an eye on these trends, right? Now, just looking at the economic numbers as we go through the day, some Japanese data. Take it or leave it, right? This is not going to change what they're doing with interest rates or anything to do with dollar yen at this point. You get some German data there. I'd say a great time to get some stronger numbers because you know what, euro short term is moving topside, and then you come back through the rest of the day, and there's really not a lot on, right? And you know what, Friday, not much as well, right? It's the end of the month as far as the numbers go, so we haven't got much to look at. So this is where the trends can really come into play. So just keep an eye on those because to me, we've got opportunities here, right? And if you're not sure about which ones, well, I've just set up a bit of a watch list here on the dashboard. Okay, short-term trades, selling opportunities. You got quite a few of the yen currencies there: dollar yen, Aussie yen, Kiwi yen, sterling yen, euro yen, Aussie Swiss. I mean, obviously you can read those as you go forward, but this is something we're going to update on a daily basis. So you can actually sort of not just tune in on the majors, but look for opportunities on the actual crosses themselves, right? So that's going to be one of those things to really get you engaged and keep you focused. With the major forex pairs, we do have one instrument here that does look amazing, right? And when dollar yen does start to trend, it really starts to go. So we're seeing obviously the dollar block go up, and but long term they're still, well, not under pressure, but they're still going down, right? You'd like those two to match up, and that's why I like dollar yen so much, and that runs into the yen crosses there as well. Okay, so as far as the interest rate probabilities go, only a few slight changes with the Japanese in particular. And as you'll see, we have the rest of the central banks. We've got a busy week coming up, or busy month in December, obviously, with all the central banks coming up. Bank of Japan, this is the one I was sort of just mentioning. Hike, 56% chance of a hike, right? That's pretty good. So maybe if we see some stronger yen numbers, we might see that number shift a little bit higher. But as far as all the other central banks are concerned, there's no major shifts around at this point. All right, so let's just see how it plays out. As I said, the daily update dashboard, or the daily dashboard, you can go in there and check those pairs. But outside of that, there's not a huge amount going on. And I wouldn't expect too much trading activity, right? Like left field events, whilst the US has these next couple of days off. US Treasury yields slightly lower. Okay, you'd think the equities would go up. NASDAQ had a bit of a shocker of a day, and that's sort of bit of confusion across the currency. So let's just see how it plays out once the European session starts. The US North American session is going to be pretty quiet Thursday and Friday. So if you're holding out to trade some things, maybe find something else to do. All right, guys, have a good one. All the best. Cheerio.